like Emma, I believe that the right to protest is a constitutional right that we, as citizens of our own countries, should be able to exercise that right. It's our constitutional right to be able to protest. And I think that as young people, but as also like people in general who are citizens, it's very important that we exercise that right, the right to protest whenever there is the need to exercise that right, and to do so peacefully. That is very important. You see, like that element of peacefully is super important to really understand. And like for me, I do not believe in violence, any form of violence. It doesn't matter whether you're protesting for what or what. For me, it doesn't matter. No violence should be there. Come protest. It's your constitutional right to protest, but to do so peacefully. And where you start to get, violent, like we've seen in the cases of Nepal and Kenya, it takes an entirely a new level that is now beyond your constitutional right, because the constitution make it clear it has to be peaceful. And where it starts to take a violent turn, the government has the responsibility to respond, to maintain and restore law and order in the country. You see, and so it's very important that when those kind of protests are being organized, that people are cognizant of, who is being invited to those protests and so. But I also know, like some of these protests are huge, so you really can't tell what wrong elements might come in and be part of the movement. And sometimes, you plan it in good faith, and wrong elements come in, start burning buildings and beating people, beating police, and so forth. That is unacceptable. For me, that is my take on that. It's very unacceptable. No form of violence or destruction is acceptable. Doesn't matter if you're protesting. And so for me, I feel that when we start to take protests to such a violent turn, in reality, we are hurting ourselves. We're not hurting someone else. Because at the end of the day, who is funding the construction of these destroyed buildings or infrastructures? It is us. That means we get to pay more taxes. More of our money gets to go to the government and so forth. So it's just good that we protest but do so peacefully. That is super important.